there is a taint, alleged taint of a certain set of members pursuant to the fact that disqualification proceedings are pending, whether the governor can exercise discretion in a manner which will topple an elected government, not await the outcome of the disqualification proceedings. The governor could have done two things. Could have said, I know for a fact that there is a disqualification notice against you all, or against 16 of you. You who want me to administer an oath of office to want to be the chief minister. The court has given you time till the 12th of July. Please first file your reply on the 12th of July, see the outcome of those proceedings, and if there is no taint as far as your membership is concerned, I will administer the oath of office to you. That, I think, is a constitutionally moral path that the governor ought to have adopted. Because institutional morality demands that he follows that path. The Constitution, in fact, persuades him to follow that path. Why? Because there's an elected government in place, of which he was a member. He himself. Eknath Shinde was a member. So why would a governor administer oath except that he himself knows that the elected government will be toppled? That's a very serious matter according to me, Maharaj. You looked at the Sarkaria Commission report, Maharaj, your lordships will find no such eventuality, Maharaj, considered. The governor...
Eventualities are to be considered on experience.
That's true. That's true. Because ultimately, democracy only thrives when institutions uphold the sanctity of the Constitution. And quite frankly, Maharaj, and this is my personal opinion, no court, no institution should balk from that, should withhold its hands from that. Because ultimately it's the message sent by court, by institutions, that we are above the vicissitudes of fortune that come with politics. That's the only way, Maharaj, to gain respect within the public and to uphold the values for which our forefathers gave us this republic. But unfortunately, that's not to be. So, Maharaj, here there is a big conundrum, very big conundrum. So first, Maharaj, the 27th order, the 29th order, then the governor. Even the governor could have stopped it, when he even chose not to stop it. So your lordships will have to evolve some principle in the context of, because this, if Nabam Maharaj is not overruled, this will happen time and again. And the governor will play, I'm sorry to say, Maharaj, I have seen the governor, it happened in Arunachal, played ball. And we have seen, Maharaj, and I mean no disrespect to the institution of the governor, we have seen governors performing a more proactive role as institutional heads within the state, which has created disturbances within the polity. So, therefore, how your lordships will evolve a principle to ensure that constitutional morality is upheld is something that I leave it to your lordships. I cannot give an answer. I can only say, in the facts and circumstances of this case, the governor should not have administered the oath of office to Eknath Shinde, because he was not the leader of the Shiv Sena. There was a pending disqualification petition against him. He belonged to the Shiv Sena, but had dissociated himself with the Shiv Sena. And he had no locus. Who was to go to supposing whether the Shiv Sena was to form a government with the BJP, who was to go to the governor? The leader of the Shiv Sena. That's the Paksh Pramukh, Uddhav Thackeray. It is he who would represent the Shiv Sena before the governor. and say, okay, we want to join hands with the BJP? In what capacity was Eknath Shinde before the governor? In which capacity? And in which capacity did the governor accept or give him audience and administer the oath of office? And let us kindly see, Shinde has never disputed that, because he says I am the Shiv Sena, and he has never disputed that Uddhav Thackeray is the Paksh Pramukh. He is not disputed even today. So in what capacity did he go to the governor? Where did he get his authority from? Not from Uddhav Thackeray, not from the Paksh Pramukh.
Yes.
In fact, Miraj, what the governor does in this process, it revives the concept of a split and allows it to be alive before him, even though para 3 has been deleted. Gives it legitimacy. Now, all this is violation of 2(1)(a). All this per se, Miraj. What is the speaker to decide? From the 21st of June, right up to 30th of June when he is sworn in, each act amounts to voluntarily giving up membership of the party. Each act. And under the 10th schedule, he has no defense. Because there is no amalgamation. May I, Malaj, Your Lordship, my Lord the Chief Justice asked me a very pertinent question, Malaj, as to what a person should do if he is unhappy. Malaj, and actually the answer lies in a judgment of the Election Commission, Brahmanand Reddy, which was, Malaj, came up in SLP to Supreme Court. SLP was dismissed. But it's, just give it to my
That's
Lord.
the judgment of which court? That's the judgment of
Malaj, the Election Commission.
Election Commission.
Yes. Just give it to my Lord, please. Malaj, when you proclaim that you continue to be member of the Shiv Sena, you also proclaim that you are working under the constitution of the Shiv Sena. Naturally, Malaj, you must assume that. And the constitution of the Shiv Sena allows you to voice your opinions in the form of a dissent or otherwise, and to get support from primary members of the party or from the Pratinidhi Sabha, as well as the Karyakarani, so that you can actually articulate your concerns. And so it is in this context, Malaj, this order was passed by the Election Commission, and this judgment, Malaj, I want my Lord's attention to what paragraph, what have you given? 72, Malaj. Malaj had a couple of questions for me.
There are just two things. Much of the submissions, I don't know whether they will join issue with you.
Yes.
Straightforward from the interpretation of the Constitution and the provision. Two aspects. One relating to the leadership issue, which is staring in the face of the speaker at least. That is one aspect of the matter. How does one deal with it?
Other is?
That's what is staring in the face of the speaker.
Yes.
Leadership issue.
Yes.
Particularly in the context of the legislators.
Correct.
Now, another aspect I want your exposition on that is that legislators double up as the political leaders in every district.
Yes.
They are the same legislator.
Yes, yes.
Here he is a legislator. In a district he is a leader.
Yes.
And normally we all know that in the district the legislators are the top leaders.
Correct.
Invariably.
Correct.
An MLA in a district is not.
Correct.
So therefore he wears the hat of a political leader and he comes into the legislative assembly and he is a legislator there.
Yes.
So therefore he in a way represents the political perspective also.
Sure.
While he is performing the function of a legislator.
Sure, sure.
So therefore the question arises as to how, whether there's some kind of an overlap with respect to the position of a legislator as a person representing the political part of the political party.
Yes.
At what stage and what is the test to determine it. Sadik Ali is in a different context. But of course, substantially, what you have told us that the batting order or for the speaker is first to determine the 10th schedule issue. But in the context of these two factors, I just wanted your.
Because what happens is, I tell your lordships, I represent a particular assembly constituency in a state. The nature of that constituency may be entirely different from the nature of another constituency 100 miles away. The nature of issues may be entirely different, Mullahs. As your lordship knows, Mullahs, the spread of the other backward classes and constituencies are different in different states, different in one state also. The nature of the population, the SC/ST may be more, SC may be less, backward may be more. Mullahs are highly complex issues. But when you come to the legislature, you're not looking at your constituency. You're looking at the issues of the state and the politics of the state in the context of including the nature of the problems that you may face in your constituency. So, Mullahs, in fact, the interests of the legislature, when it comes to the interests of the state, are subjugated. The interest of his district or his particular parliamentary constituency is subjugated to the larger interests of the state. That's why it's the whip who decides what should be done, what should not be done. But you are right, there is an element of interplay, Mullahs. But he can't, on the context of that element in his own interest, his constituency, say that I will not obey the whip of the party. That's the nature of the animal, Mullahs. And therefore, Mullahs, he has to do that. As far as the speaker is concerned, Mullahs, the speaker has no choice in the matter. Speaker has only conveyed what the party conveys to him. Speaker has no individual right to say you are the whip or you are, I now proclaim you to be the whip. That can't.
Here there is no overt act in the nature of the legislators calling the members of the party to have a prior meeting and thereafter the legislators themselves.
Even that can be done. Well, according to even that can be. Supposing all of them said,